No matter where you are, in highs or lows, just say my name and I smite my foes. Who am I? Call me Gung Ho Dynamo. And welcome to the real finale of Fire Emblem Engage. I suffered on Xenologue 5 on Maddening. So this time we will end things off in defeating Fell Xenologue, completing the Xenologue on Maddening mode. So I did a lot of practice about this. This map sucks. This is not a fun map. With literally having to run away from Nil, beat these guys up, travel onto here. Basically, you just want to run away to get to this spot, where it seems a bit more possible to actually fight him. But the thing with that is we're dealing with so many emblem effects, so many wyverns, and that this guy can instantly kill anyone who remains on this island. And it was just too much, and I literally just said, no, this isn't fun. I'm not gonna deal with this for my sanity. Because this stuff just isn't fair. Like, I'll be real. The fact that most of these royals have so many health bars to deal with on their own, and the fact that they already have other dangerous weapons, so I decided to actually just go with this alternative strategy that I kind of hinted at in the last episode. So just want to make sure to save, and this is how we're gonna do this. There's a similar video
to the northwest.
Showcasing what I did, but it requires bond rings that you probably will not have. So here's a much more friendlier option. Right. So make sure you have Roy on the Lear with a level 20 bond, and just poke at Nil just because.
My wish has finally come true. I suppose I should thank you, Divine. This world will fall, and it is all because of you.
You're right. All of this happened because I came here. And by removing the ward on the final bracelet, I may have doomed this place for good. But I was summoned here to save you. As long as there's hope for that, I won't give up.
I require no saving. It is enough for me to watch you die, knowing you destroyed this world.
I'm not here for the world. I'm here for the people in it. I'm here because someone wished for your salvation, even if it meant the world would end. Don't you see? There are people who love you. If I have to defeat you to make that clear, I will.
So yeah, Reprisal is the name of the game, and you just want to take as much damage as you can. So now that we got one bit of damage off, you want to take someone with Draconic Hex and just use it on Nil.
Do you miss your old world? Pity. There is no going back. Not after you dare to defy me.
My path is certain.
It's funny how I almost never use the Korin ring for anything. And the fact that it's going to be something that saves us. So wow, this is much louder than I expected it to be. So yeah, get the Draconic Hex off.
I'm with you.
You want to have Veil specifically for Fell protection, and also give her the Alphonse ring, so you can just rally up here, get some extra stats. Now Nell specifically needs to have Veronica because of Contract having a dragon bonus of giving +2 to every stat, something that I was apparently missing. Now, takes someone, probably Ivy, who's fast enough to do this, and use Cataclysm.
Are we done here?
So, with Anima Focus, taking all 3 effects in, you can do that.
Understood.
So, what you want to do is now have a general It doesn't matter who. Swap with Nell. To make this slightly easier and more secure, you can also have high support with the general you're taking in. Madeline doesn't really work for this because she's set up here and she can't reach. So now engage with Alir and you just have a normal attack. So so far this is good numbers because we do not want to activate holdout just yet.
Let me help.
And yeah, it's almost impossible to get any chain attacks in, so you're just gonna have to deal with that.
The choice is yours.
So now we want to dance up Alir with Sadal, who must have cancer for this, and set them in this pattern. So now we can attack again, I think. Yeah, this works.
Need some help?
Yeah, holdout activates, and we can then do that. Have your packed ring holder stand here and then use Goddess Dance. This will give us one of the final few boosts that we need. So now, if you want to do this without healing at all, you can just use a Blazing Lion. Just so you can get the accuracy debuff on Nil. And there goes the first health bar. So now have anyone with reposition or the Ike Ring to just move the general out of here. So then you have to dance up with Sadal again. And then you're free to attack once more. If push comes to shove, you could heal or just do a bit of RNG manipulation to try to get your Alir to dodge. Obviously, since I have like plenty of opportunities to try this, there's still chances really. So that didn't work. So we still got chances. You could have someone with like no magic give them the Makai ring and then just use physic, because you want to recover as little HP as you want. This still works actually. Yeah, no, this still works.
Need some help?
Wait, no, does this still work?
Stay strong.
Okay, yeah, cool, it does. So now that we actually have this, now that this works, let's actually get the Wind's conversations with Nil.
So, Mavier is dead. That must mean you are hungry for blood. Help yourself to some of mine if you can, before I spill all of yours.
I don't hold a grudge against you. Nor do I wish I could undo what's happened. I'm a knight, like my mentor before me, and I'll accept what's come to pass.
You mean to say you bear me no ill will? Is that some kind of pitiful attempt at humor?
It wasn't you who killed Mavier. He laid down his own life to protect us. And in memory of that sacrifice, I'm going to put a stop to your scheme. That is justice. And that is what he would want.
I'll take this.
All of the Wind's conversations with Nil are all pretty good. And also, I didn't really record this, but in one of my practice runs, Alir got crit by Nil. Yeah, awkward, right? Also, now that I realized, I forgot I should have done this first. Sorry, Gregory.
You. I am shocked you are not fleeing in abject terror right now. Does that mean you are brave enough to accept death? I will give you a swift and painless one.
If you're gonna kill me, make it hurt. It wouldn't be fair if I'm the only one who got to die easily. It must have hurt so much. Mavier must have been so scared. But here I am, safe and sound. Do you understand how much that hurts? Do you? Aren't you sad your knight has died?
Would it truly appease you to wring a few tears from me?
Oh, I'll give you something to be sad about. The Lord Nil I knew, that was you, without a doubt. I will strike you down, and I will share every last memory I have of him until you weep. As second in command of the Four Winds, that's a promise.
Let me help!
Okay, so I might have realized that I actually probably shouldn't have turned down the volume so much. So actually, apologies. I'll actually, just in case, do that again because
I'm ready.
that was honestly on me. So yeah, we have Zephyr here.
Behold and tremble in fear, Celestia. This is the might of a true dragon.
Lord Nil, as a fellow dragon, I must admit that form is impressive. But while you won't require anyone's help this way, you will come to feel isolated in time. Having no one by your side is not as liberating as you might think. You can still reconsider.
I feel nothing of the sort. Perhaps it is you who is lonely, for want of your lost wind. I will gladly send you after him.
Mavier, you fool. I was willing to die there with you. But still, thank you. I'll use this gift well. It's because of what you did that I have the will to face you. You won't take anything else.
I'll take this!
Keep trying, Boucheron. You'll hit one of those eventually. Okay, I need to find a good volume for this. Sorry, I still have my settings from my Nuzlocke that I finished the day before recording this, so my bad. I guess I shouldn't do Gregory's conversation again. That'd just be weird. So let's quickly just have Nell attack. Oh right, you can't counter her because of Heloskjelf.
Your form reminds me of Sombron. I suppose this must be how it felt for you, watching me transform.
Spare me your pity and presumptions. You were born with everything. We are not the same. You will never understand me, not even if you have thousands of years to contemplate.
Our time together as twins was a far shorter interval than that. And yet, it was more than enough time for me to learn how much I care about you. Do not do this, Nil. Do not return things to the way they were with Sombron. Please. I cannot bear the thought of losing you.
Yeah, that's definitely sad, but
Yes.
still, I'm still conflicted about how I should be feeling about this. So, yeah. We'd still need Nell to do that. So,
Our foes are strong.
we got to attack.
I'll take this!
One. And a two. And since we still got, holdout still in effect. Honestly, by a perfect margin, too. With that, we can end this DLC. Because, my god, this sucked. I did show off Marnie's dialogue with him, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I did.
Let me help!
I am defeated? This cannot be! Father! Father!
The bracelets. Where did they go?
They disperse when their duty is done.
Then I guess this is goodbye.
Why? Why? Even with the power of the bracelets, why am I no match for you?
Perhaps you see it now. The path Sombron laid out for you was never the right one.
If I cannot carry out Father's wishes, then my existence serves no purpose. All my life I have sought to be valued, only to discover that I am truly worthless. I will never be like you.
You are not worthless. You are my irreplaceable twin brother. We are two halves of a whole.
Ridiculous. I already told you I am not Nil.
I know.
Not Nil? What does that mean?
I don't understand. What happened to the real Nil?
He died in battle 1,000 years ago. Shortly after Nell gave him her dragon stone, he wanted nothing more than to make his sister proud.
And who are you?
A fell dragon whose twin perished when I was too young to remember it. I was a lone child, with no abilities to distinguish me, surrounded by pairs of twins, until I met Nil. My mirror image. The resemblance between us was uncanny, and we discovered we had much else in common. We were inseparable for a time. And I was all too happy to have something like a real brother. He was my other half. That was how I felt, at least. But for him, there could be no replacement for Nell. When I found him, on the battlefield, breathing his last, his only thoughts were of her. He gave me her dragon stone, and said that he wished Nell would never have to grieve. For that reason, he asked me to take his place.
So you became Nil.
I made it appear as if I had been the one to die that day. In a way, I was. There would be no one to mourn my passing. Father would not even notice.
I'm having trouble believing all of this.
Believe it, I am an imposter. You should not hesitate to kill me. I brought this world to the brink of ruin. If you allow me to live, I will do it again. Let that be your reason, if nothing else. What say you, Nell?
I knew you were not Nil from the start.
What?
I have known about his death for a long time. I saw through your ruse from the beginning. I simply chose not to confront you about it. You took his place for his sake, and for mine. That was an act of kindness. We may not have been born as twins, but I have always thought of you as my other half.
Then, you are a fool!
Say what you will. I speak the truth. You will recall how we visited the burial site at Letho's castle to say our farewells. You may not have seen that I left a pressed flower there. It was Nil's. I was not saying goodbye only to the divine dragon that day.
You were saying it to Nil, too.
I carried that flower for a long time. I suppose some part of me was unable to move on. Despite that, you became very dear to me. Your companionship saved me from loneliness and despair. I was happy to be a sister to you.
I mean, that
I
doesn't
will
change the
always
fact that they were
cherish our time
siblings the
together.
entire time.
Even if you do not feel the same, without you, I would never have been able to continue fighting all this time. I trusted you above all others, believed in you with all my heart. The only proof that we are not true twins is that I failed to sense your actual intentions.
Perhaps. I confess, I have longed to hear you say such things. They make fine parting words. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you. For everything. Goodbye, Nell.
Goodbye.
Stop. What are you doing?
Holy shit.
Nell?
There is another way to end your pain. Once I am
Jesus.
gone, you will be free. For my part, I would rather die than lose anyone else.
Nell!
If only I had realized sooner. I could have prevented this. Seeing Nil and my divine dragon again may be too much to hope for. But even so, I will rest well knowing your pain is at an end.
Why would you do this? I deserved this fate, not you. You should have killed me.
I could not
Oh, his no voice is breaking
bear
him again.
to lose a second brother. For that is what you are to me, despite it all. Before I go, will you tell me your name?
Lady Nell,
I was too
No.
slow with that one.
please no.
She's gone. No last words of reproach. No regret for her own passing. All she wanted was to know my name. Rafal, sister. My name is Rafal.
Rafal.
How did I forget myself? Nil asked me to look after his sister. That was his dying wish. But it was not merely his wish. It was also mine. All I wanted, all I really wanted, was to be her other half. When did I forget those feelings? You said this would be the end of my pain, Nell. But it is not. How could it ever be?
I sense something. The Dragonstone pieces. They have a strange energy about them.
That is Sombron's magic. Could it be that he cast a spell on that Dragonstone? To sow the seeds of hatred in the heart of Lord Nil, Rafal. Dragonstones are destroyed by the death of their owner. Lady Nell died to break the spell.
Sombron made it so that you two would fight each other instead of conspiring against him.
Oh, okay.
Nonsense. You mean to say that it was just some spell? That all should be forgiven?
Okay, so that actually makes a lot of sense to explain why only one twin survives. And Rafal does actually have a point here, because, like, yeah, I still did those things. You shouldn't just forgive me for that. But I do kind of like how that sure, that seems to come out of left field, but that actually does explain a lot. That was previously. Oh, right, shoot. Sorry. Keep forgetting to turn that down. Yeah, no, that actually does explain a lot, now looking back at this. And also would explain why, he would even listen to Sombron in the first place when he discovered he can awaken bracelet power, so... I do kind of like this twist.
Ridiculous! Regardless of Sombron's influence, I am responsible for my own actions. I chose to do what I did. It was what I wanted. I will not allow anyone else to shoulder my blame. Not even Father. I sought power and I attained it. Even now, I have no regrets about that. I only wish that I could have kept the promise I made to Nil. Divine One.
What is it?
I have heard that dragons of great power can impart their life force unto others. Do you suppose that is true?
Yes. My mother did that for me. But it took 1,000 years before I woke up.
Then I will do the same. I will revive Nell. Even if it takes me just as long,
I will dwell in this empty world alone, in the hope that she will one day rise. Perhaps that will be a fitting punishment for what I have done. And perhaps, if and when you wake, we may truly become two halves of a whole. You will. No. You already are. Is that so? Rafal, after Nal wakes up, why don't you come live with me in my Helios? What? I have a feeling you'd be able to travel there from here in the Somniel. It's hard to explain, but I can sense my world right now. It feels closer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that little well is still intact. Even if the Somniel fell out the sky, that well is still in there. All we gotta do is fit everybody inside. Like, that's why Maviar had to die, because clearly his armor would be too big to fit in there. Divine One, what are you talking about? Trust me, it's totally okay. Just slip your one leg over the other, and then just fall. You sound insane, Divine One. This island fell to the floor, and that well most certainly just connects to the ocean. No, there's another portal in there. I do that all the time. I throw weapons, books, and other things. What in the world has your Helios been up to?
Yes. It would seem that a path to other worlds lies open. Perhaps it is due to the bracelets. I did wish to grant my father's desire, if the conquest of other worlds was part of his plan. But I believe it is as you said. It should be possible to move between worlds from here. Then I'll grant you both my protection so you can travel there, when you're ready. The Somniel can't be entered without my blessing as a divine dragon. So come find me. That invitation is open, however long it takes for you to accept it. You would make an ally of the one who so recently tried to kill you? If you are asking me here and now, then my answer is certainly no. That said, 1,000 years is a long time. I will say this. If, by some miracle, Nell awakens and finds it in her heart to forgive me, then, and only then, will I journey to you. I understand. Now, there is nothing more to say. Leave me. As you wish. I hope to see you again, though.
Lord Rafal?
Yes?
Despite all that's happened, I am grateful for the time we shared. I hope that we'll meet as allies again.
Your kindness is wasted on me. Here we are, back at Lethos Castle.
It feels as if we've been gone for ages.
So much has happened since I first met Nell and Nil here. The kings and queens, the emblems. They're all gone.
Yes, and Maviar too. What should we do now?
Beats me. Every nation's lost its rulers, and probably their whole populations by now. I guess we could try to rebuild. Or each grab an empty throne and call ourselves rulers.
Rulers with no subjects. I fear we have little to do but bide our time until the end.
What if you came with me?
Divine One?
This world is beyond saving. You said it yourselves. There's no one left. I'm just a visitor. I have to go back before long. But if I leave you behind, I can't even be sure how long you'll survive. It would mean throwing yourselves into battle again. But still, I hope you'll consider it.
Sounds pretty good to me. Better than twiddling our thumbs to the grave, at least. I say we go. A new world might mean scary new enemies and dangers. But still.
It's an appealing proposal, but I'm not sure. I wonder what Maviar would say. Would he forgive us?
What do you mean?
We are his family, and if we go, he'll be left here all alone. It doesn't seem fair. Why should we be the lucky ones? Why do we deserve this?
Deserve what? To be happy? Madeline, what's the last thing that the big guy, that Mavier, said to you?
He said he wished me the greatest happiness.
There you have it. He'd probably tell you to look forward, not back. Even if it means leaving him behind.
You don't get to speak for him. You didn't know him like I did.
I knew him pretty darn well. We spent a ton of time together. We were practically brothers. Anyway, you gotta admit, he wouldn't want you sulking forever.
I know. Mavier would tell me to go. To try and be happy without him.
Go ahead and cry, Madeline. There hasn't been time to mourn him since it happened.
I'm sorry. You were born into this world, and I'm asking you to put it behind you. But if it makes any difference, I spoke to Rafal. He's planning to come as well. One day. You could wait for him with me.
Divine One, I share Madeline's struggle. It feels wrong to be the only ones going, to leave our Lord and Lady behind.
I understand.
But instead of languishing here, we could go to a world where our skills can be of use. And after everything that's happened, I find it difficult to turn down your request. We have been through so much together.
Yes, we have.
I'm inclined to go. Do the two of you feel the same?
Yep.
I agree.
Then from now on, the remaining winds will swear our loyalty to you as your attendants. We will go with you, Divine One.
I'm glad. I look forward to spending more time with all of you.
The feeling is mutual. All right. Remember, you two, we have to work hard as the Four Winds, even in another world.
What, we're not calling ourselves the Three Winds now?
You knew the answer before you even asked.
We four are a family, and will always be together. Nothing can change that.
All right, everyone. Let's go.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining to them when they see our Mavier. That's gonna be very awkward.
Nell, Rafal, I'll see you again someday.
Thank you, my fellow divine dragon. I pray your future is filled with hope and love. And please, take good care of them for me.
Wow, yeah, oh wow, these are actually all cool artwork. Whoops, I hit that by mistake. Because, like, oh my god, this DLC, it looked really cool at the start, but then these maps got so bullshit. I hated this experience. Also, wow, yeah, no, these are really cool artwork. Now, this is really cool artwork, so I guess I'm just gonna save these just for, like, personal admiration, honestly. But like, I like the twist they had with Nil, but the thing is, it was a bit obvious, but I guess that's just me saying that, because, like, it just took me having to really dig deep in what was happening, because we were the only known party collecting the Emerald bracelets in the first place, so yeah. And the map design was unnecessarily cruel for no reason. I don't get it at all. So yeah, hopefully things, well, not really sure, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, sadly I won't be able to cover much with the Four Winds or DLC after that, because, you know, why is Vander there? No, Vander, you're gonna get yourself killed. What was I gonna say? Okay, now that's actually sick. But the thing is, like, the story just got a bit weird. I was expecting something more, but yeah, I'm just really sour about how annoying chapters 1, 3, 5, and 6 were of this DLC. It was so painstakingly frustrating. Because, Jesus Christ. Again, I spent 7 hours on chapter 5 because of how annoying all of that was. That's also cool. Man, all this artwork's really good. Huh. Celestia, Gregory, Melanie, join your group.
The weather's so beautiful today. That bright blue sky feels like a good omen.
I could not agree more.
Huh? Nell! Rafal! I didn't expect to see you so soon.
It has been some time, Divine One.
For me, it has been 1,000 years. But Nell has returned, and we have come as promised. My sister and I are at your disposal.
Welcome to you both. It really is a lovely morning.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a cinematic cutscene when those two joined. That was like unnecessarily fast. Kind of weird, to be honest. Also, did we just get deep realmed? The fact that time travels differently? Okay, so 5 points told me about this. To change your class into the Enchanter or Mage Cannoneer, you have those two special promotion items. So you can only have one of each. Enchanter, consume items, allies, item surge, weapon surge, yep. And the Cannoneer is, yeah, power scales with dexterity, hit rate increases with strength, build, and proximity to targets. Let fly seems like a very bad skill. Danger rates have different appearance, yep. And do you actually sell these? Okay, yeah, okay, so it seems that, like, you do. Jesus. Oh my god, that's so expensive. Never mind. So you can get a lot of them, but like 63,000? Anyways, where did you get this new technology anyways? And wow, that's so many cannons. Huh, they don't even get their own like category, which is really weird. Huh, piercing blast is at. Why even have weapon grades on these? Like, that seems strange. The fact that they added this new thing here. Well, regardless, Nell and Nil. So we have, yeah, they don't have, like, the Fell Spark or anything like that. So, the way how they work is, a man who fell dragon blood, he accepted the invitation to fight along the divine dragon. Okay, yeah, the same description for you. So, according to what 5 points is telling me, Rafal's growths. So he has 85% in HP, 60 in strength, 10 in magic, 45 in dex, 40 for speed, 65 for defense, 30 for res, 10 for luck, and 20% for build. So he's tied with Boucheron for highest build growth, overwhelmingly has the highest strength growth, and defense growth, I believe. So this man is just asking to be reclassed as a general or something. Nell's growths. 65 in HP, 45% in strength, 35% in magic, 50% in dex, 60% in speed, 45 for defense, 50 for res, 25 for luck, and 15 for build. She breaks the record for fastest units, while the other three just come here pre-promoted and ready to kick ass. So
Take care.
yeah, that kind of does it for the Fell Xenologue. There's also the entire game just completed. It's pretty crazy, honestly. Are any of them actually out here? Just Rafal, huh? Strange. Where did you go? Oh wait, was that you? Is this what you wear?
Yes.
Huh. Well, hello. Have a gem.
Well done.
Well, I guess what we can do is just
Yes.
see what Rafal's supports are like, and then we'll cut it off for there, since obviously getting all their supports would take a while, and I guess if we're gonna end off on something, let's end it off on one last bit of story to see if we can learn anything about the man who has more sides than the coin.
There you are, Rafal. I've been looking for you.
You. What do you need?
Nothing. I just wanted to express my gratitude. I haven't had the chance to do it properly. So, thank you for coming to the Somniel. I'm grateful that you've joined us.
I promised that we would meet again if my sister were to wake and forgive me. To go back on my word would be an insult to that miraculous gift. Thus, I am here. The price for my allegiance has already been paid. There is no need for thanks.
Even so, your continued support means a lot to me. I can thank you for that, at least.
You are a strange one. It is absurd for you to trust me at all after what I have done. To be friendly is beyond the pale.
What if I just want you to be happy, after all we've been through? Would that be so wrong? It's not like I could have let things end with you and Nell at odds. That would break my heart. Deep down, I know you're a good person. And I happen to like you.
You like me? Is that truly what people say?
Why not? What's wrong with it?
Enough! Do you have no duties of your own to attend to? Leave me be.
Hey, wait a second.
Yes. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Yes.
Great weather we're having today, wouldn't you say, Rafal? Perfect for a long walk.
Hugh, did you retain nothing of what I said? Did I not tell you to leave me be?
I remember. But I have so much I want to talk to you about that I couldn't possibly stay away.
You could at least sound less pleased with yourself about it. The tone is not endearing. Very well then, out with it. What is it you wished to discuss?
I was going to ask you about all your likes and dislikes. But if I have to pick just one topic, I'd like to know how you spent your time while you were waiting for Nell to wake up.
There is little to know. I waited, alone. If you insist on details, I held her hand, and I prayed continually that she would wake. I prayed for another opportunity to be a brother to her. A proper one this time. I wanted the chance to make her happy. And above all, I wanted her to know my true name.
I see.
Beyond that, my thoughts were simple. If she does not wake today, then perhaps tomorrow. Before I knew it, 1,000 years had passed.
My mother's experience must have been similar.
The time was nothing to me. The days prior to her awakening were an insignificant blur. But I will never forget the smile she gave me on the day she finally woke. At any rate, that is all there is to tell. She woke, we came here, and you know the rest.
You say that like waiting 1,000 years was trivial. It wasn't. Not just anyone could do that.
Your praise is uncalled for. My motivations were entirely selfish, I assure you. All the same, I do not think I would have done it if not for what you said before we parted ways. In that regard, you are as responsible for Nell's return as I am. And you have my thanks.
You sounded a bit like Nell just then. You might say the resemblance between you is almost familial at this point.
After all that, you mock me? This conversation was a mistake.
No, Rafal, I didn't mean...
Enough of this prattle. Goodbye. Yes. Well done. 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 You, take these.
Huh? What's this? A bundle of... Oh, there are sweets inside.
The kitchen staff held me hostage until I made these confections. I did what had to be done.
Like, Bonet, Klon, Tamara are just like holding him, like just holding him at weapon point, just waiting for him to like make the chocolates. Do it now.
These from scratch? For me? They look wonderful, Rafal. Thank you so much. Do you mind if I have some now?
Do as you like, though there is something you should know.
There's poison.
The treats come in two varieties. One is quite ordinary, while the other is, special flavor.
I'll admit I'm curious, but I think I'll save the special kind for last. Let's try a regular one. Sweet! Too sweet! Ah! It burns! Is it supposed to burn? You call that ordinary flavor?
This whole endeavor was worth it for the look on your face alone. I should have clarified. I meant ordinary for me. Any less sweet than that, and I'd taste nothing.
I shudder to think what your idea of a special flavor is. I don't know if I have it in me.
If the fear is too much to bear, you can simply give them away. Or discard them altogether.
You know better than to suggest that. Okay, you've convinced me. Here goes nothing. Oh, wow. This one's amazing. It's all my favorite flavors combined in perfect balance.
With your sensitive palate in mind, I used an exceptionally small amount of each flavoring.
So that's what you meant by special.
I would encourage you to savor these treats, because they are the last I will ever produce. Not that I regret the effort spent. As folk here say, actions are stronger gratitude than words.
It's been an incredible experience. Thank you. I can tell you put your heart into making them. There's just one problem, Rafal.
What is that?
How am I supposed to find room in my stomach for dinner?
Walk it off, Divine One.
Okay, that took a really weird direction at the end. This was not what I was expecting. Man, they really don't make reports like they used to. Oh well. I guess just I'll head to my room, Shuffle around and see if I can at least get the others in there, just so I can just have their pages in the ally notebook. Rest it, sleep it off. Who's coming in?
It's Clan, Divine One.
Oh my god.
I'm coming in. Remember when you were worried about me?
When am I not?
And you ordered me to take it easy?
Yeah, always.
Thanks to you, I'm full of energy again.
Okay, now let me sleep. Punch?
Did you hear what I was just...
Yeah. Are you saying...
it was nothing. I was just saying... Good morning.
Are you saying you break into my room to just say random things to me, to talk to me in my sleep? God, everyone in the Somniel is a psychopath. Let's see here. Oh wow, most of you are actually here. Cool. Cool, actually. Jesus, I am getting spammed. Alright, where is, Oh, Celestia.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, Pretty Pebble.
Oh,
Pretty Pebble.
thank you.
And support. Because I actually want to see what her supports are like.
Celestia, you still haven't taken a break?
Well, no, I was still organizing the weapons. I'm almost finished.
You know, you can reach out to me at any time. I'd be happy to help you. All of these things you've been noticing and taking care of for us have been really helpful.
I'm doing this because I want to. By the way, you were wonderful in battle today, Divine One. The bravery you show protecting your friends is inspiring. But all that effort requires rest, too.
Thank you. I'll get plenty of food and rest. You don't need to worry about me. Speaking of food, wasn't today's meal so good? That vegetable soup was delicious.
Oh, that does sound lovely.
Sorry, I didn't realize you hadn't eaten. I'm sure there's still some left if you want to go now.
No need to apologize. I got busy and forgot. Oh, the last time I sat down for a proper meal was, a few days ago, I think.
What? You need a proper sit-down meal.
Meals take time, but I do snack a lot. There's just so much I want to do for everyone.
That's no good. You're coming with me, Celestia.
Where are we going?
You have to eat properly if you're going to have enough energy for all this activity. I'll be watching to see that you take time to sit down and eat more.
Wow. 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 Oh. Oh, thank you.
One of these rocks will work.
Oh, thank you.
I'm basically throwing rocks at her saying, like, accept it. Accept it.
Celestia, I brought you today's lunch. Though it's a little late to call it lunch now.
Oh, thank you, Divine One. I lost track of time visiting with everyone and it slipped my mind.
The same way it slipped your mind yesterday, as I recall.
Well, I
can't believe you'd miss all the best meals if I didn't keep track. It's a good thing I noticed.
thought all dragons were like this, but maybe it's just me. I've been trying to pay attention, but I get so distracted by everyone else. If someone's in trouble, I want to help them. And if someone's worried, I want to listen. The other day, I was helping someone move some heavy items. Before I knew it, it was dark.
Not again.
I know. I'll just eat what you brought me right now.
What's funny?
I'm so happy to be sitting here with you, Divine One, even if I am the only one eating. It isn't just my stomach that's filling up, but my heart as well. Oh, Divine One, this soup is delicious. Please try a sip.
Thank you, but I already had lunch. Besides, I brought this for you.
You don't need to hold back. I wouldn't want to keep something so delightful all to myself. Here, say ah. Come on now. Ah.
If you insist. Ah.
How is it? Isn't it wonderful?
Yes. Very delicious.
Wow. What? 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 Wow. There we go. Looks like everything is in its place. Well then,
Let's get started.
we have been eating together a lot more often lately, haven't we?
I'm just happy that you're taking the time to sit down for meals. Well, not counting the times you get too distracted by other things.
It is kind of you to show such concern. Thanks to you, I've been eating some delicious foods. Mealtime is a lot more fun since we started eating together. And it's not just meals either. Everything I do by your side is more fun, Divine One.
It makes me happy to hear you say that. I was worried you might find things difficult here, since this world is unfamiliar to you.
Not at all. I enjoy being here, especially when I see you smiling. I will help you face any foe if it gives you more reasons to smile. I fear no enemy. I'll defeat them all.
That's reassuring, Celestia. I feel the same way. It's inspiring to be around you. You help me feel so much stronger.
A lot has happened since I arrived here, but I'm glad I came to this world. Please, allow me to go on standing by your side. Rely on me.
Of course. I feel like I can count on you.
Oh, Divine One. You have some sauce on you. Hold still. There. That's better. You must have been quite hungry to get sauce on yourself like that. How cute.
Hey, I appreciate the thought, but I'm not a child. How embarrassing.
Huh. I would have thought there'd be more to these, supports, if I'll be real. Strange. Alright. Hold on. Oh, you're cooking.
Are you hungry? Can I make you something?
Oh. I guess let's just get you C rank.
Nicely done.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Are you hungry?
Supports.
Oh no. What have I done? At least the books weren't damaged. I better pick them up before anyone...
What are you up to, Divine One?
Oh, hello, Gregory. I was asked to help tidy up, but then...
But then it all came tumbling down, huh? Even the Divine Dragon can't carry it all at once. Here, let me help you. Many hands make for light work, right?
Thank you very much. If we work together, I think we can be done in a few more trips.
So why the big clean anyway? Or better question, why are you the one doing it? I mean, isn't this something you could get one of your allies to do for you?
I couldn't possibly ask someone to do my work for me. I want to help out however I can, even when that means tidying up.
Huh.
Okay, the books are all properly stacked. Hopefully they won't topple over again.
Such a kind soul. I just hope no one ever takes advantage of...
Oh, did you say something?
Nope. Nope. Not a thing.
To the room, I suppose. Okay, yeah, so Madeline and Nell weren't out, so we're just gonna do this one last time. Or, well, whenever we get the other two. Because I don't think I'm gonna do supports with them. Okay. Celestia. Okay, there's Nell. Where are you gonna be? Because, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to take them into battle since, you know, I beat the game at this point. But I just know that I'm in future playthroughs, I'm just gonna swiftly go through it all. Okay, so... Oh, you're here. Hello.
Is that so?
How the little ones train. I guess I can give you one.
Ah.
Okay, support.
Hey, Nell. How are you feeling? Having any trouble adjusting or anything?
I have had no difficulty. And I feel the same as I felt prior to my slumber.
I'm glad to hear that. All the same, I hope you'll come to me if there's anything you need.
Before we arrived here, Rafal informed me of the circumstances which allowed me to awaken. You had a notion of how to wake me, but you could not be assured of success. And yet you pondered whether I would come, as if to take that success as given. Why?
You're right. I didn't know for sure. I guess I just believed it.
Explain.
I chose to have faith that we'd meet again, Nell. No matter how long it took.
I see. You truly are possessed of a virtuous nature, Divine One. I only hope that your gentle disposition does not cause you to trust others unduly. Farewell.
I guess I should be used to the lectures by now. Even so, it's good to see her in high spirits. Never change, Nell.
Okay, now just find Madeline, wherever she may be. So somewhere around here, hopefully we can spot her. Nope. Guess not. Alright, refresh again. Guess we have to do this one. Rest again. Okay. Madeline. There she is. We found her. Come on. Let's get our last one. Oh, that's you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
And let's get our last support that I will be covering.
Thanks for training with me, Madeline.
No, thank you. It was an honor to spar with someone of your talents. Actually, may I say something? Before we part ways.
Of course. What is it?
I just want to say how much I admire you. You're so earnest and optimistic. Not to mention how graciously you accepted those of us from another world. What sets you apart as a leader is not your divine dragon roots, but your kind heart.
Oh, I appreciate your kindness, but that's quite a few compliments to throw my way at once. For what it's worth, you're incredible too. You're loyal and fearless in battle. I'm grateful that you came to our world.
Please, it is a knight's role to charge bravely into battle. I don't need praise for doing my duty. After all, it's not the recognition that matters. It's the fact that I'm serving my purpose and helping you secure victory.
That's very reassuring to hear.
Now, I must be off to my next engagement. If ever you're short a sparring partner, feel free to call on me again.
Okay, and with that, we have covered at least all of our new units and at least had a conversation with them. So yeah, I really did enjoy this Fire Emblem game. Like, the main story is great. It's not the best, obviously, but it was good enough. Okay, so where are they? Huh. Actually, hold on. Unless they're all technically... Oh no, do they just not get... Do they not get their own thing? Oh, here they are. Okay, February 24th, child of someone in the world. Sacrificed herself to save her brother, then came Somnial. Flowers, spicy food, folk food, animals, weapons, nature, quiet places, blue sky. Cooking, fairy tales, fashion, fishing, strong odors, me oversleeping. Huh, born on New Year's Eve. Sweets, yam, nature, scary stories, parties, luxury goods, reading. Dislikes kindness, that's edgy. Cooking, fairy tales, fishing. Assembling new and extreme confections, talents being frightening, background Fell Dragon. Yep. Struggles with an instinct to be haughty and self-centered. Most frightening ally in the army. Celestia. Okay. For a second I read that as long hair being relied on. I was like, oh, that's weird. Huh, she's a vegetarian. Okay. Lavishes infection on over allies over herself. Has a rich emotional perceptiveness. Okay. Gregory. And then Madeline. Ah, she just likes dark temples. That's... Oh yeah, you also didn't really look at their logos. That's the back of Gregory's coats. Oh, of course it would be the moon horn thing. Oh right, he doesn't have the Dragonstone in his chest anymore. Right. I guess that makes sense. Interesting. But yeah, that would basically cover everything I wanted to do. Since, you know, I obviously don't have enough support items to get the rest of it. But I got the supports I wanted. And now that the DLC's been beaten, we have officially done everything in Fire Emblem Engage. All of the maps, Fell Xenologue on Maddening, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I can at least see the sprites of all of these. Funny how the Mage Cannoneer actually has 5 movement over like generals usually having like a few. Oh, I can actually cycle units, right? But yeah, that will pretty much do it for me. I really, yeah, I enjoyed the series since, you know, this was the first thing I recorded and I didn't really expect to come back to it so soon. This came out a bit faster than I anticipated, but with that, I really enjoyed it. And hopefully in the future, I'll cover other things and be much better at doing so. Since, yeah, this really was just my first attempt at doing this stuff. I guess I am a bit at a loss for words, but thank you everyone for watching this series and just helping me get used to this YouTube stuff, since this is just a fun hobby I really want to do. But yeah, I guess all I can really say now is, hold on, I should do this in someplace more proper. All I can say is, no matter where you are, in highs or lows, just say my name and I smite my foes. Who am I? Call me the one and only Gung-Ho Dynamo. I'll see you guys next time for my whatever series is going on right now. But I guess, judging from when I think I might have this uploaded, it'll probably be Kirby. So, I'll see you guys next time, no doubt. And thank you all for watching and experiencing Fire Emblem Engage with me.